Hey everyone, my name is Olga and welcome back to my channel. And today we are gonna try some new or recently released products from Eveline. Eveline is a makeup brand from Poland and this brand is quite affordable. So take a seat and let's go. Our first product to try is a glow booster and I took this beauty in shade 2. Only 2 shades are available and I decided to take shade 2 because it seemed to me that shade 1 is too pink, but this shade 2, is too dark. That's okay. Product contains squalene, and if you have dry, prone skin, it should work quite okay in your case. In my case, I can't keep this product on my skin because otherwise I'm gonna have these beauties, more of these beauties. So I just want to show it to you. Actually, the shade doesn't look that dark, especially if you're gonna wear it as a dewy primer. Can I keep it? Maybe I can keep it. Damn it, I have already way too many these beauties, so no, I will have to take it away. Looks beautiful, doesn't emphasize skin texture, but it's quite dewy and I wouldn't keep it as it is. And I would prefer using it as a dewy primer. It looks beautiful. Nothing to add, and if you have dry prone skin, in your case you can wear it as it is, or as an option you can mix it with your beloved foundation and it should work quite well. Coverage is low, looks beautiful, but I will take it off because of squalene. Plus, recently I tried quite many products with niacinamide as I wanted to show them to you, so that's a little bit sad, but that's my skin. Currently I'm wearing on my skin a mix of these two foundations. I want to finish finally this one from Kiko Milano Beauty Essentials shade 1. This shade is too light for me. Currently this beauty is a little bit dark for me. It's a foundation from L'Oreal in shade 100, but this undertone is perfect, and if you have olive neutral warm undertone, this shade is good, but yeah, you will have to adjust it according to a season. Moving on, by the way, in my under eye area I used a mix of these two foundations. I want to finish them as well. Benefit shade Nectarine, I love it, like it, and Laura Mercier shade 1N, I love it as well. I think that these two guys are great. And now it's time to try these beauties, and actually 3 powders were released. I took one, Blur Me and Cloud Touch. The one that is called Blur Me contains a bit of shimmers and it's more a finishing powder. Cloud Touch is slightly pink. I will show them to you side by side, but of course I will mix them. Let's start from Cloud Touch and let's apply it using a powder puff. Okay, here we have 8 grams. Actually, that's okay. Let's check out the texture. Stunning. It's thin and silky and cloudy. Grabbing a bit. It's scented. If you have a reaction to fragrances, be careful, because it's clearly scented. It smells okay, it smells nice, but be careful. It was a powder. Okay, let's apply it. It looks beautiful. Texture is thin. Of course, if you apply a lot, it's gonna be visible, but if you apply less, it should work perfectly. I have so much powder on my floor. I will try to return it back. Luckily, I just cleaned everything up right before starting filming, but that's a little bit sad. So this cap we have here over, it's not that stable, and be careful with this powder. Now my hands are way too powdery. That's sad. That's sad. That's life. Of course, it may happen. Let's try this beauty. Okay, that's life. Maybe it's not my day. Maybe. Okay, let's try this one. They don't really emphasize skin texture, but they can emphasize dryness a little bit if you apply a lot. But honestly, I prefer applying less and it shouldn't be the case. So beautiful products, actually. I like both, and this one is not scented. Moving on, and we have two face palettes to try, and I'm gonna apply one palette on one side, the other one on the other side, and we will compare the shades. My favorite is probably this one, the baked one. All products, they have a nice thin texture and they look beautiful, but we don't really have that much product here. A single refill weighs around 4 grams, and here we have a bit more. In total, we have 14 grams. Well, actually, we may have more or less the same amount. I'm not a big fan of this blush. It's, in my personal opinion, it looks way too metallic and silvery, and it can easily emphasize skin texture. That's why I would probably prefer grabbing this one. This one should be more gentle. Let's start from bronzers. And of course, I will use different brushes, starting from Wonder Matte, taking off extra. This product is a little bit dusty. Yeah, actually, you know what? Powder emphasized dryness. I have some issues here. I try to cover them. But yeah, this area looks not that perfectly. At least in person. On camera, it shouldn't be that. Let's check it out. Quite easy to work with, quite easy to blend. Shade is a mix of orange and red. So this shade clearly has a red undertone. It's quite okay, but it's not that neutral as I would prefer, but the shade is fine. And pigmentation is more average. I'm not gonna apply a lot right now because I will have to mix all shades together. Moving to the second one, and here we have a kind of a contouring shade and a bronzer. So we should apply both. Let's start from a contour. Not dusty. That's nice. Let's try it. Oh, it's quite okay, but it's not pinkish. If you have pink undertone, you can't really use this shade as a contour, but you can try to use it as a kind of a bronzer. Shade is nice and pigmentation is between low and average. For face products, that's okay. It should be the case. They shouldn't be mega pigmented. It looks a little bit red, actually. Okay, now let's try this bronzer. Grabbing a bit more. I think that it should be more orange if we compare it to this one, but let's check it out. Yes, it's more orange. I would prefer probably even mixing these two guys together. So this one contains a bit of red, this one contains less red and looks more orange. Finish is slightly dewy. Pigmentation is between low and average. I would prefer mixing. It looks too orange in my personal opinion. Okay, let's try blushes, starting from this one. But okay, taking off extra. But shade is nice, but it's metallic. It's not that pigmented. Pigmentation is quite low. And if you're gonna layer this particular shade, you may have some issues if you have clogged pores or visible pores, because this one is more metallic. Let's try this one. Not dusty, so texture is stable here. Going with the same brush, but the other side, the other part. It doesn't look that pigmented as well. Actually, I think that I need more. Looks beautiful, but for some reasons it looks a little bit orange. Don't you think so? On the swatches it doesn't look the same. Or it does. It's a little bit warm on swatches. Okay. Kind of interesting. Or it just because of the bronzer. It might be the case. Okay, let's try the highlighters. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with all these guys. Okay, starting from this one. It's a little bit powdery and it's actually quite bright. I thought that, oh, it can emphasize skin texture, it can emphasize pores, but it looks beautiful here. Nice. This one has thinner texture, of course, and it's not that powdery, and it looks more cool tone. This one looks warmer. This one is more cool tone. Honestly, I don't even know. When I swatched these two guys, I thought that I wouldn't like these face products, but on skin they look a little bit better. As here it's like something. This shade is good, this shade is a little bit questionable, too orange. This shade is okay, but if you mix it with this one, it looks a little bit too orange as well. Highlighter is fine, but it's more cool tone. I don't know. On skin, these textures, they look better, yeah. But shades are better here. Mixed all products. Currently it looks a little bit too much. That's okay. When I am done with my eye look, it's gonna be more or less fine. Now I will apply on my lips this beautiful glossy Desire. And I took it in shade Milky Peach. It smells like peach. And feels okay on lips, and I feel the scent on lips. Actually, it's not that synthetic. Okay. It's not sticky. Feels okay. We'll keep it. And now we're gonna do eye look. And as a part of this palette, we have several eyeshadows. We have a beautiful shimmer, dark shade, mid-tone shade, and a light shade. So I'm gonna use this beauty as a mid-tone shade. We'll blend my wing using this beauty. And actually will set my wing. I'm gonna use an eye pencil. Why not? And this beauty I will apply in the center. Let's go. This brush is a little bit too big, but that's fine. Blending, adding the shade in the outer corner and leftovers moving away. What's left on my brush, applying on my lower lid. The lighter shade from the palette, adding in the inner corner. Time to add this beauty and adding it in the center. Starting from the center, what's left on my brush, moving in all directions and leftovers applying above the crease. The shade is Flaky. Be careful while applying. Let's try to apply a bit more and adding in the center. Wanna draw my wing using a pencil from Essence, and I'm gonna use just simply brushes, grabbing a bit, and let's go. Connecting and filling in. Adding the same shade near the lash line and pushing it between the lashes. Time to set. And I'm gonna use the darker shade from the palette, applying it fully over and blending the shade a little bit. And fun fact, I have quite many fallout here, so you should be careful while working with these eyeshadows. Drawing an inner line. Adding shade 4 from Essence in my waterline. I like what I have currently on my eyes, but some eyeshadows are flaky, some eyeshadows are dusty. Back to the lips, I like this lip balm. It feels great on lips, no dryness, and it's nice. It's just simply nice. And we have more lip products to try. We're gonna start probably from Viny Love, Vinyl Lip Liquid. I took two shades, shade 1 and 5 as well. I took two new lipsticks, Matte Rush in shade 517 and Satin in shade 600. And as well, I took this beautiful glittery lip oil. It looks so glittery and it looks so beautiful. Let's start from a liquid lipstick, shade 1. Take this product well before using it. It smells a bit specific. Doesn't look that pigmented actually, at least right now. I think that the brand wanted to recreate a similar product from Maybelline. This shade looks quite okay. I thought that it would be more, I would say, neutral cool tone, but it looks even a little bit warm. Actually feels okay on lips. It's not that pigmented. I would say pigmentation is average. You can try to layer it a little bit, but just a little bit. It's not sticky, but it can emphasize lines a bit. It transfers, at least right now. But I like this shade. Looks beautiful. Let's wait a little bit more. It transfers, but a bit less. Nice. I like the shade. But I thought that this product would be more pigmented. Shade 5 looks darker, more pigmented, and brighter. Beautiful shade. And you know what? This product doesn't emphasize lines. Of course, I can see them, but pigment, it doesn't move into the lines. And it doesn't move into, to outer corners, to this part. Everything looks stable and beautiful. Shade 600. This one looks a bit cool tone. It's not really my shade, but it should work nicely in case of more cool undertone. And if you have, for instance, dark hair, it should work perfectly in your case. Talking about the texture, it feels okay, but it's a kind of a classical creamy lipstick. Nothing to add. But you have to layer it. I thought that it would be more pigmented, but no, you kind of have to layer it. It has satin finish. Texture feels okay, it looks beautiful, and it smells like some flowers or something. And it's not sticky. 517. I thought that it would be more a classical red, but it looks more pinkish than I thought. But it's more pigmented than the satin one. Sorry, not perfectly applied. I thought the shade would be different, as I've told you already. It looks okay, but it looks, in my personal opinion, a little bit too pink. If you combine it with a red lip liner, it should look quite okay, and it shouldn't look that pink. But it looks more like dark pink with a bit of redness. I like the texture, I like the formula. It's not fully matte. I would say that it looks more demi-matte. Feels okay on lips, it's not sticky, quite easy to apply. It smells like, again, some flowers, or I don't know, it's scented. It's clearly scented, and it's not that sweet. Something sweet with flowers, or kind of, it doesn't emphasize lines. No, texture is nice. And let's try High Gloss Lip Oil. It smells okay. And it's quite glitter. Oh, looks beautiful. We have only silver glitters here. Looks gorgeous, like it. It's a little bit sticky, most likely because I applied too much. But it looks beautiful. We'll try to show it to you closely. Not quite sure which lipstick I will wear. Most likely a red pink, but I will think about it. We'll finish my eye look, we'll show it to you closely, and we will discuss everything. Time to talk. And of course, I'm gonna tell you what I'm wearing currently on my lips. These two products, a lip liner from Luxe Visage, it's a makeup brand from Belarus, shade 77, and this lipstick from Eveline, matte lipstick in shade 517. And if you combine this lipstick with a red lip liner, it looks more red than pink. A small tip for you. And actually, as well, I tried to apply a bit of lip oil over, but this lip oil, it destroys this lipstick quite badly. And if you want to have some fun, if you want to do some pictures, or if you want to film a video, it may work. But if you want to wear them together, not the greatest idea, because this product is not going to be long lasting. And this product, it's way too, I would say, kind of oily, and it can easily destroy products applied before, for you to know. Our first product to discuss for today, face filter Glow Booster. This product is available in 2 shades. It contains squalene, hyaluronic acid, and Centella asiatica. If you have more dry prone skin, this product should work nicely in your case, and actually you can keep it as it is. Product has a dewy finish and it's quite dewy. Of course, it reminds me of some similar products. For instance, Catrice Soft Glam Filter, Revolution, Bright Light, Elf, Rimmel, all these products, they work more or less the same way. Here, I would say that this product is closer to Revolution and Elf because it's quite dewy, and if we compare them to Catrice and Rimmel, they are not that dewy as this product. This product has the low coverage and you can apply it before applying your foundation, and you can use it as a dewy primer, and normally I use such products as dewy primers actually. If you don't like wearing foundations and if you have very dry skin, you can keep it as it is. And in case you don't want to cover something, if you need something to cover, of course, it's not going to be enough. Currently, 2 shades are available. Shade 2 is warm and quite dark. Shade 1, it looks like it's more pinkish. And if you have cool undertone, it's better to take shade 1. But again, if you're going to use it as a primer, actually, it's not really that matter. It's not, well, it does matter if you, of course, gonna wear a foundation that is more low coverage. If you're gonna wear something with higher coverage, it's not really that matter. It's a nice product to try. Unfortunately for me, it contains squalene, so I won't be able to use it, but it looks beautiful on skin. Next beauty. Let's talk about these beautiful powders. Oh my gosh, I had an issue today, but these powders are great. I like both powders and I can suggest both. Cloud Touch is more a finishing powder. I said that the Cloud Touch is more a baking powder, vice versa. Cloud Touch is a finishing one, so it contains a bit of it's slightly satin, and Blur Me is a baking and satin powder. Actually, you can, for instance, if you have more dry prone skin, you can just simply use this finishing powder and you shouldn't have any issues. In your case, it's going to be fine. If you have more oily prone skin, of course, this powder should work better in your case. Both powders are great, they're weightless. This one feels more kind of cloudy and even thinner, but still, this powder is quite great as well. It's still thin. It's not visible on skin. Of course, if you apply a lot and at the beginning, it's going to be visible. And if you have dry prone skin and some dryness on skin, yes, it can emphasize dryness a little bit, but within 30 minutes, within an hour, it looks beautiful. And it's not visible on skin at all. And it blurs and it mattifies, this one especially, it mattifies quite well. I can suggest these powders are gorgeous, but be careful. Unfortunately, this cap, it can be easily removed and you may have the same issue as I had today. Product is stunning. I like both, and if we talk about powders from Eveline, they're gorgeous. All powders I tried, and I tried actually quite many, around 5 or 6. They were great. Can easily suggest this product is stunning. Moving on, next beauty. Celebrity Skin Baked Face Palette. I like the texture. All these products, they have all, okay, not really. Highlighter has a slightly different texture, but if we talk about these 3 products, they have exactly the same texture. These products, they feel, they kind of weightless. Of course, they, thank you. Of course, they remind me of Hourglass a little bit because of the texture. The texture is thin, silky, easy to work with. Product might be easily layered. It doesn't emphasize skin texture. It looks beautiful. It blurs texture a little bit. I mean, skin texture. And it has more, I would say, coverage. Pigmentation is between low and average, but you can build this product and that's great. Like it. Highlighter, unfortunately, it can emphasize skin texture a little bit, especially if you apply a lot and if you have visible texture on skin and if you have some pimples. Shades. Honestly, from Eveline, I expected something else. I thought that the shades would be more neutral, but not really. I'm not a big fan of this bronzer because it looks a little bit too orange. In my case, it looks okay, more or less okay. And if I can combine these two shades, they look fine. But if you have pale skin, light skin, cool undertone, this shade is way too orange. And it's gonna be visible that this shade is orange. It doesn't look that complicated, and it doesn't look that interesting as the shade from this palette. This shade looks more neutral. It's still a little bit red and orange, but it's closer to something neutral, and I like the shade. This one is a little bit tricky. This shade is slightly cool tone, but if you have pale skin, light skin, cool undertone, it's not your shade. You can use it as a bronzer, actually. And as a bronzer, it may work in your case. If you have a more warm undertone, light skin, or closer to medium, this shade you can use as a contouring shade. It contains a bit of gray, but not that much, actually. But still, it does contain a bit brown and a bit of red. And that's why I said that if you want to have a nice bronzing shade, you should combine these two shades and you're going to have a kind of a nice bronzing shade. This beauty, I thought that it would be more kind of neutral or dark pink red, but not really. It has a bit of warmness, and this warmness is visible on skin. And if you apply it near this one, it looks even slightly orange. It's okay, it's still okay, it's fine, but it's not that neutral. I would say that this palette, actually, because of these two shades, it looks warmer than I expected. This shade is quite cool tone, and if you compare this highlighter to this highlighter, this one looks more golden on skin. This one looks more like cool tone champagne. Quite beautiful shade. I like the texture, but I thought, well, the shades are okay. In my case, they look okay, but I thought that they would be more neutral. Next beauty, this beautiful palette. Honestly, I like it, but it definitely has some drawbacks. Let's start from face products. All face products are slightly dusty, especially if we compare them to these guys. This highlighter looks beautiful on skin. It's quite bright, and it's even brighter than this one. Actually, these two shades are quite bright, and if you don't like wearing highlighters, it's more no than yes, unless you apply just a little bit. Shade is slightly golden, and it's warm. It's just simply warm. If you have light skin, cool undertone, pale skin, this shade would appear way too yellow in your case. That's why I can't really suggest it. Bronzer is nice. It's a mix of orange and red. At the beginning, it looks a little bit kind of too much, but within 5 minutes, it looks okay. It looks fine. It's beautiful, but it's a little bit dusty. A little bit. But you should take it into account. Pigmentation between low and average looks great on skin, and it blurs kind of texture a little bit, like it. Blush, I'm not really a big fan of it because it's way too metallic. It's not satin, it's metallic, and it looks like, and it seems to me that it has the same formula as this highlighter. What's wrong with you? It's Saturday, actually. It's Saturday. Oh, a little bit annoying. So the thing is that if you have visible pores, if you have lots of clogged pores and pimples, if you have 2 clogged pores, that's okay, that's fine. In person, no one would notice it, no one would pay attention to it. But if you have pimples, it can emphasize pimples, and quite badly. Shade is nice, and it's slightly even cool tone, I would say. Beautiful. Eyeshadows. They are beautiful, they look beautiful, but they have some drawbacks. My eyeshadows are blendable, they are pigmented enough. I would say pigmentation between average and high, but they are dusty. And if you don't take off extra, they fall off. They fall off while being applied, and they fall off while blended. So you should take it into account, especially this shade. This one seems not that dusty, but still it is a little bit dusty. This shade is quite pigmented, and it's quite easy to work with it, and you can easily layer it and apply it. This shade is kind of interesting. I thought at the beginning that it's the same as this one. No, it contains a bit of pinkish. It's so nice. It's warm. Of course, it's warm. It's visible that it's warm, but it's so beautiful, and it's quite complicated. A mix of beige with orange with pinkish, but it doesn't look orange on skin. No, it looks, if you have warmer, neutral, warm undertone, it should appear more neutral, beautiful shade. I do like it. This shade is warm as well, and it's more like a mix of light yellow with beige and white, something like this. Beautiful. This shade is quite cool tone, actually. It's more like cool tone brown. Interesting, like it, but be careful while layering, be careful while applying, because otherwise these pieces, they can fall off. This beauty is stunning. It looks so beautiful on eyelids. It's shimmery, glittery. This product is more, it's not really metallic, it's more a topper. It doesn't really have a visible base, but it's flaky. It's so flaky. And it's so hard to apply it without any, fallout. So, you should be just extremely careful with this shade. But it looks so stunning, and it looks so beautiful in person. I'm impressed. Gorgeous. And the shade looks more neutral, cool tone. It's kind of a mix of cool tone champagne with a bit of something gray. Stunning shade, I like it. This palette is actually quite great, but I wish it was better pressed. And I wish that this shade would be, more creamy and less flaky. Stunning. Actually, these two palettes are quite great, but yeah, they have some drawbacks, and you just simply have to take them into account before buying. And moving on, we have only lip products are left. Great. Now let's talk about this beauty. It's a lip balm. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. It feels great on lips. It's quite nourishing. It's not sticky. Feels nice. Smells nice. Smells like peach, but it's not that synthetic. So that's why it's okay. It has a bit of a shade. Oh my gosh, I squeezed a bit. It has a bit of a shade, but the shade is not really that visible on lips. Feels great, looks great. I like it. Or products from Eveline, they are made in Europe Union. I never, in most of the cases, they are made in Poland. It's not clearly written here. Previously, I would say a year ago, not even a year or 2 years ago, it was written that they are made in most of the cases, they are made in Poland. I like this product. If I'm not mistaken, 4 scents are available, or 5. But when I made my order, one shade was sold out. Nice. Feels great. No dryness while wearing, no dryness after wearing. A new recently released product, Vinyl Lip Liquid. Stunning. This product is perfect. Shake it well before using it. A drawback, it doesn't look that pigmented, especially shade 1, but it looks beautiful. And for some daily looks, I think that this product may work quite great. It's a kind of a dupe to this product from Maybelline, but it's not fully the same. This one feels a little bit differently on lips. And you know what? It feels even a bit more comfortable on lips and slightly watery. But at the same time, it's not really that pigmented if compared to this product from Maybelline. This one is less pigmented. Maybe it depends on the shade, because shade 1 doesn't look that pigmented as shade 5. I thought about 3 for some reasons. Shade 1 and shade 5 again. I wanted to say 3. Okay, this product is quite beautiful, feels great on lips, spread it well, it dries down a little bit, but you still have a slightly dewy finish. Product doesn't emphasize lines, it doesn't move to the outer corners, it doesn't move in the inner part. No, it stays in place and it looks beautiful. I like it, and I will try to wear it today. I will go to a concert. Of course, I will take off this red lipstick, and probably I will wear shade 1 and I will check it out today. Shade 1, I thought that it would be more kind of cool tone, but not really. It looks more neutral warm or something. Beautiful shade, but if you want to have something more cool tone, maybe this shade would work better in your case, but it's still not that cool tone. It looks more neutral. This one, actually, it looks more or less the same on lips as here. So that's okay. I like this product. Currently, I like it and I don't have questions, but you should wait before this product is full set. Lipsticks. Let's start from a matte formula or from a satin one. Let's start from a satin one. Shade 600. This texture feels great on lips. By the way, the two products, these two formulas, they smell the same. A mix of something sweet with flowers. I don't really know what's that. But they're okay, and I don't really feel this scent on lips for quite long, maybe around 5-10 minutes. Satin formula is less pigmented than matte formula, but you can easily layer it. It looks beautiful on lips. It doesn't emphasize length. It doesn't emphasize texture. It looks beautiful. Shade 600 is more cool tone. Here I thought that it would be more neutral, but no, it's more cool tone. And it's a mix of neutral bright pink, light bright pink, with a bit of something gray purple or something. If you have cool undertone, the shade should work perfectly in your case. Beautiful. Yes, finish is slightly satin and it's not metallic. Looks beautiful. Matte formula is quite great. It's more pigmented. It's quite easy to work with it. It feels lovely on lips and it looks beautiful, but I can't tell you that it's fully matte. It looks more like semi-matte on lips. Feels okay, it doesn't move, it doesn't emphasize lines. Quite beautiful product and it doesn't stain. If it's crucial for you, these two products, they don't stain. It's a basic creamy formula, but this one is more satin, this one is more matte. Honestly, can suggest. These lipsticks are quite nice. And our last product for today is a lip oil serum. This product was released in 4 or 5 shades and only one shade is glitter. This beauty, it looks stunning, it looks beautiful, but this product destroys products applied before, so you can't really combine it with all lipsticks and with all lip liners. I applied just a little bit, just a bit, and it was enough to destroy this lipstick, but it looks so stunning on lips, so beautiful, and it's so glittery. And this scent, I recall, what's that? Maybe I'm wrong. They smell the same. It's a product from Catrice Diamond Glaze. I think that this product is made in maybe in China. I don't really remember. Yeah, it's made in China, but these two products, they smell the same. Exactly the same. Yes, it's a little bit tricky today to film. Feels great on lips. I can't feel glitters on lips, but if you apply a lot, this product is going to be quite sticky. So don't apply a lot, but we have an issue with the stopper here, and due to this we have quite much product on an applicator, and that's why this product may appear sticky. So apply just a bit, and in this case you shouldn't have any issues while wearing this product, while applying at least. And it was our last product for today, so let's check out how everything behaves. I have my makeup on today around 12 hours, and let's check everything out. And I've been wearing this lipstick, shade 1, for almost 5 hours. I still have a bit of this product on my lips. It looks kind of okay, but I can see a line right here. I haven't drank anything and I haven't eaten anything, so that's why I think that it's a nice result, of course. Talking about other products, face look looks okay. Powders were actually fine. I layered them a little bit while filming, and actually that's it. Eye makeup looks kind of perfectly. On this side, I used an eyeshadow primer, and eyeshadows didn't crease. On this side, they creased a little bit right here. Not badly, but they did. Talking about matte lipstick. Can't tell you that it's that long lasting. It moves a little bit and it doesn't stay in place despite the fact that I applied it with a lip liner. So just bear in mind, this product is actually quite okay. But this particular shade is not really that pigmented. Let me know down below what you think about these new products from Eveline. Do you like them or no? And are you gonna buy any products or no? I hope you enjoyed this video, and if yes, don't forget to put a thumbs up and of course consider subscribing. I wish you a pleasant day and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Bye bye!